Hi, my name is Krista Johnson, and I am the head buyer for We Want You Too, which is a boutique in Washington, D.C. And we also have a big online store as well.
Krista, can you kind of tell us some of the kind of day-to-day things you do for as a head buyer?
Well, every month I go to New York, which is a huge part of it. And being a good buyer is finding things that are up and coming. So I make a habit of going to New York and reading anything can get my hands on, whether it's Teen Vogue or actual Vogue or even watching The Hills on MTV. I like to see what people are wearing. So I feel like research every day is so important, and going to New York really helps.
It seems like such a cool, awesome job that a lot of people would really want to have. Can you kind of tell us how you got here, sort of the steps you took to get here?
Sure. I started in retail when I was 12, working in a little like mom and pop kind of store, and lied about my age. And I was supposed to be 15, so I started in retail at 12, and I loved every aspect of it. I loved helping customers. I loved unloading boxes. And from that point on, I just got more and more responsibility and realized that for my whole life, I want to do retail because I'm passionate about it. And I'm here by chance, and I was a buyer for another store as well. But I'm very happy with my job.
I'm guessing a really good eye and a good fashion sense are things that you need to have to be good at the job. What are some other kind of personality traits, or what does it take to be successful at what you do?
What I think you have to have some kind of inclination about a trend. Some trends won't take off, and sometimes you'll just have this gut feeling, and I don't know where that comes from, but I have that gut feeling, and I'm so grateful for it. And I just think it's because of my experience that I'm able to, you know, have a little bit of fashion psychic abilities, and that's just because of my experience.
What you mentioned a couple of things. What do you really love about it?
What I love about it is I love seeing people make purchases and say, I've been looking for this all over. I can't believe that you have this. Or they compliment, not knowing who I am. I'm just working in the store. They don't know what my job is. And they'll say, who's your buyer? They do a great job. And I don't need pats on the back, but it makes my job worthwhile.
How about some of the challenges? I'm sure it's not all like runways and fashion shows and stuff like that. On a day-to-day basis, some of the tougher parts of
Well,
the
the
job.
challenges have been definitely the economy, because I have always worked in retail when retail is booming, and this is the first time that I've worked in retail where, we really, really have to be careful. Being a buyer is all about numbers, and it may sound fun, but it is about numbers, and it's also about profit. And it's really hard during this time to turn a profit. So I'm learning as I go.
How about, let's say a college kid comes to you and says, Krista, I aspire to be a head buyer for a clothing store at some point. What do you tell them? Is there anything they can do to prepare themselves to get there?
I think so. I think the thing is that there's all these majors when you go to college, and I don't think necessarily you should be a fashion major, because you need all the other skills that come with other majors, whether it's corporate communications, business, but you need all those skills as well. And the best way to get into the field is start out working in a store, find out if you like it, get internships in New York or at local stores, and just build a platform of experience. And then once you reach a point and you're good at what you do, the opportunity will come.
That's fantastic advice. Last question for our viewers, just to help them out. What's hot right now?
Oh, it's hot right now? Okay, I really think bright colors are hot right now. Living in DC, everybody wears black, but let me tell you, if you wear like a cobalt blue, or my best friend Catherine, I threw her in a pink dress that she would never wear, it really makes a statement. And if it's done well, you'll be the talk of the party.
Krista Johnson, head buyer. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.